press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome to the part 13th of the chapter Sequences and Series. Yes, in this session I am going to present solutions for some JEE questions from the concept arithmetic progression. But before that, let me discuss some important points, results related to that, this arithmetic progression. But students, JEE questions are solved, JEE questions are not solved by only the standard formula, okay. So, but you need to develop a good command over the concept, right. So, you should be thorough in the concept, then only it is easy to crack the JEE questions, right. Okay, now let us begin with the results, some standard results. Yes, first result is like this. If A1, A2, A3 and so on, AN is an AP with the common difference D. So, A1, A2, A3, the sequence is an AP. Now, let us consider this is an AP with the common difference D. Now, for any constant K, A1 plus or minus K, A2 plus or minus K, A3 plus or minus K and so on, AN plus or minus K is also an AP with the same common difference D. You mean, in other words, when you add a constant thing to any, when you add, each term, when each term is added by some constant K, then the resultant sequence is again an AP with same common difference D. That's the first thing. So, when you add or subtract by some non-zero constant K, then the resulting sequence is again an AP. Okay, this is the first thing. Now, second thing, when you multiply by some non-zero constant where K is not equal to 0, A1K, A2K, A3K and so on, and ANK. So, this will be also an AP sequence with the common difference DK. When you multiply each term of a given sequence, given AP with a non-zero constant K, then the resulting sequence, that is what A1K, A2K, A3K and so on, ANK is also an AP with the common difference DK. In the same way, when you divide each term by a non-zero constant K, then the resulting sequence, that is what A1 by K, A2 by K, A3 by K and so on, AN by K is also an AP with the common difference D by K, where K is not equal to 0. Okay, so when you add or when you subtract or when you divide or when you multiply some non-zero constant to the given sequence, the result sequence is also an AP. In these two cases, when you add and subtract, in these two cases, common difference will be the same as D. When you multiply with some non-zero constant K, then the common difference will be Dk. When you divide by some non-zero constant K, then your common difference will be D by K. Okay, this is the first thing. Yes, now let us move on to another thing, that is, if A1, A2, A3 and so on, B1, B2, B3 and so on, be two arithmetic progressions, A1, A2, A3 and so on, and B1, B2, B3 and so on. These are the two arithmetic progressions we have. Then A1, I am adding or subtracting corresponding terms of these two progressions. A plus or minus B1, first term of the resultant sequence, A2 plus or minus B2, A3 plus or minus B3 and so on. This is also an AP. You mean, when you add the corresponding terms A1 plus B1, A2 plus B2, A3 plus B3 and so on, or A1 minus B1, A2 minus B2 and so on, the resulting sequence so formed will be also an AP with the same common difference. Common difference will be, if D1 is a common difference of this first one, if D2 is a common difference second one, then D1 plus D2 will be the common difference when you add that corresponding terms. D1 minus D2 becomes the common difference when you subtract the corresponding terms. You mean A1 minus B1, A2 minus B2, A3 minus B3. In this case, D1 minus D2 will be the common difference. and d1 plus d2 will be the common difference when you add the corresponding terms. Okay, this is also an important result. Next, one more important result is, let a1, a2, a3 till an be an AP. I mean, assume this is a sequence, this is an arithmetic progression, or this is an arithmetic sequence. In this case, whenever this is an arithmetic progression, then we have a1 plus an is always is equal to a2 plus an minus 1, and it is always is equal to a3 plus an minus 2, and so on. This is true for any arithmetic progression AP. For example, if I have like this, if I have a1, a2, a3 and so on, a10. Assume here we have a arithmetic progression of 10 terms. Now it is true that a1 plus a10, a1 plus a10, that is equal to a2 plus a9, that is equal to a3 plus a8, that is equal to a4 plus a7, and so on. Observe here, 1 plus 10, 2 plus 9, 3 plus 8 and so on. So you will get the pattern. Okay. So this is this is an important result. If it is an AP of n terms, then this happens. a1 plus an, that is equal to a2 plus an minus 1, that is equal to a3 plus an minus 2, and so on. This is also an important results. And another thing is, so it is discussed in the previous classes that when three numbers are in AP, then those three numbers are can be considered as, or those three numbers can be taken as a minus d, a and a plus d. If three numbers are in AP, then I can take three numbers as a minus d, a and a plus d, where a is the first term, d is the common difference. And if four numbers are in AP, then the four numbers can be taken as a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d and a plus 3d. When four numbers are in AP, then those four numbers can be taken as a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d and a plus 3d. If five numbers are in AP, then they can be taken as a minus 2d, a minus d, a plus d and a plus 2d. Okay. So when five numbers are in AP, then they can be taken as a minus 2d, a minus d, a plus d and a plus 2d. Okay, this is also an important thing. Now let's move to sum to infinite terms. Yes, we have discussed sum to n terms of an AP. That is what, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 to d. That gives what, sum of n terms of a given arithmetic progression. Then what about sum of infinite terms of an AP? Sum of infinite terms of an AP will be equal to sum of infinite terms will be equal to infinite when d is positive. You mean common difference is positive. And sum of infinite terms will be equal to minus infinity when d is negative. Okay, this is also an important result. Now, another result is, if pth term is q and qth term is p, if pth term is q and qth term is p, then p plus qth term will be equal to 0. P plus qth term will be equal to 0. Next, another result is, if sum of p terms is equal to q and sum of q terms is equal to p, sum of p terms is equal to q and sum of q terms is equal to p, then sum of p plus q terms will be equal to minus of p plus q. This is what sum of p plus q terms. If sum of p terms is equal to sum of q terms, then sum of p plus q terms will be equal to 0. It is also an important result. And one more thing, if pth term is 1 by q and qth term is 1 by p, then pqth term will be equal to 1. Pqth term will be equal to 1 and p plus qth term will be equal to pth term plus qth term. P plus qth term will be equal to pth term plus qth term. So, AP plus AQ, and sum of PQ terms will be equal to half into PQ plus 1. This is what you learned before. Sum of PQ terms will be equal to half into PQ plus 1. This is also an important result. Okay. Now, one more result is, if there are 2n plus 1 terms in an AP, if there are 2n plus 1 terms in an AP, then the ratio of sum of odd terms divided by sum of even terms will be equal to n plus 1 by n. You mean n plus 1 is to n. When there is 2n plus 1 terms in an AP, then sum of odd terms, the ratio of sum of odd terms to sum of even terms becomes n by n plus 1 is to n. Yes, these are the results when pth term is q, qth term is p, then p plus qth term will be 0. And also one more, let me consider one more element, that is mth term will be equal to, when pth term is q, qth term is p, then mth term will be equal to, so p plus q minus m is also an important result. Or if rth term is p plus q minus r, like that. Okay. So, this is also an important results. And one more result is, if a1 comma a2 a3 and so on an be an arithmetic progression where ai is positive, you mean all the elements are non-negative, where all the terms are non-negative. In this case 1 by root of a1 plus root of a2 plus 1 by root of a2 plus root of a3 and so on. You mean 1 by root of a3 plus a4 and so on. 1 by root of an minus 1 plus root of an will be equal to n minus 1 by root of a1 plus root of an. This is also a standard result for n number of elements. Okay, so these are some standard results we are going to use in this class. Okay, let me move to questions. So the first question is like this. Yes, the first question is like this. If the sum of n terms of an AP is given by Sn is equal to 3n plus 2n square. Yes, sum of n terms is equal to 2n plus 3n square. Then the common difference of the AP is what? It's very simple, students. Here we have sum of n terms. We know that S1 in the sense sum of first term, S2 in the sense sum of first two terms, S3 in the sense sum of first three terms and so on, right? Sn in the sense sum of first n terms, right? So we need to find d, right? So d is what actually? Difference of the successive numbers. So you mean if I have a1 a2, then a2 minus a1 gives the common difference, right? So let me find a1 a2 by using this concept. Yes, what is S1 when n is 1? So S1 is equal to what? 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1 square. You get 5. You mean this is what? A1, because S1 is what actually sum of first term, you mean nothing but A1. So A1 is 1, sorry, A1 is 5 now. When n is equal to 2, S2 is what? 2 into 2, that is 4 plus 3 into 2 square. You get what? 4 plus 12, that is equal to 16. right? 2 to the 4 plus this is 2 square, 4th is a 12. So you get 16, right? So now S2 in the sense what? A1 plus A2, you mean sum of first two terms, that is equal to 16 we have. What is A1 actually? A1 is 5. So 5 plus A2 is equal to 16. So A2 is equal to 16 minus 5, that is 9. So A2 is 9, A1 is 1. So your D is equal to A2 minus A1. So that gives 9 minus 5. That is your common difference of this, common difference of the AP whose sum of n terms is 2n plus 3n square is 4. So option 4 is the correct option. Okay, let's move on to the question number 2. Question number 2 is like this. If 7th term of an AP is 40, right? 7th term of an AP is 40, then sum of first 13 elements is, yes, students, to find sum of n elements, we need what, 3 things. That is what, one is number of terms, first term A and the D common difference. So you have to find first all these things. So by using 7th term, so 7th term is 40, right? 7th term is 40, and then the first you have to find sum of first 13 elements. You mean S13 you have to find. It's very simple, students, because A7, you mean 7th term is nothing but A plus 60, no? A plus 60 is 40. What is sum of 13 terms? Sum of 13 terms is equal to n by 2, you mean 13 by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. N minus 1 13 minus 1 into d, that is what, 12d. Observe here we have a plus 6d, here we have 2a plus 12d. You mean let us multiply 2 on both sides, you get what? 2a plus 12d is equal to 80. Substitute the value of 2a plus 12d in that equation. You get what? 13 by 2 into, so 2a plus 12d is 80. So 1s are 40s are, so that is what you get, 520. So option first is the correct one. 520 is the required answer. Okay, let's move on to the third question now. Third question is like this, sum of 25th and 5th elements of an AP is equal to what? Sum of 25th and 5th element of an AP is equal to what, second of 2 times of 15th or 2 times of 14th or 20th element or 30th element. Let us discuss this. Yes, sum of 25th and 5th element, you mean 25th and 5th element is equal to what, right? Sum of 25th and 5th element. So what is A25? That is A plus 24d, right? Plus this is what, 25th term, and A plus 4d will be the 5th term. This is equal to A plus A, 2A plus 24 plus 4, 28d. So this is what, double of, I mean 2 taken outside, A plus 14d. So A plus 14d is nothing but what, 15th element. So this is what, 2 times of A 15th. So option first one is the correct one, double of 15th element. This is about the third option. Okay, let us move to fourth question. The 8th element and 20th element of an AP are given, 22 and 46 respectively. What about 18th element? Students, it is clear that to find any element of an AP, you must require what, A and D. So that's what that can be found using the given data. Here what we have the data, 8th term we have and 20th term we have. Right? Using that, find A and D, you will get 18th term. So 8th element of the AP is 22. You mean A8 is 22. Okay, and 20th element is 46. So by using this, let me find A and D, that's it. A8 means what? A plus 70 is equal to 22. This is what? A plus 19D is equal to 46. Let me subtract this from this. So let me write A plus 70 is equal to 22. On subtraction, you get what? Get cancelled. 19 minus 7, you get, so 12D is equal to, right? Sorry. So D is equal to 2. So we have a D, that is 2. Let me find A value by substituting D in any of these two equations. Then A is equal to 22 minus 70. So 22 minus 7 into D, D is 2. 7 is a 14. You get 8. Okay. So A is 8, D is 2. So what do you have to find? So we have to find 18th element, right? So A18. Therefore, 18th element is equal to A plus 17D. Okay. A is 8 plus 17 into 2. So that is 8 plus 34, that is I think 42. So 42 is the 18th element of the sequence. Option 2 is the correct one. Okay, let's move on to question number 5th. The sum of 12 terms of an AP is, yes, the sum of 12th terms we have to find, and kth term is given. Yes, we have to find sum of 12 terms of an AP whose kth term is, that is what? AK, nothing but AN, nth term, it is like nth term. So 5k plus 1, right? So we have to find what? Sum of 12 terms of an AP. So that students, before I said before that to find sum of n terms or any term of a sequence, you need to find first A, D as well as n. So let me find A, D and n now. So n is given, that's what, n is equal to 12. Let me find A and D. So first element will be A, right? So when k is equal to 1, you get A1 is equal to 5 into 1 plus 1. You get first term is 6, right? Okay. Let me find A2 when k is 2. What do you get? A2 is equal to 5 2s are 10 plus 1. You get 11. So A2 is 11, A1 is 6. So your D common difference is A2 minus A1, that is what? 11 minus 6, that is 5. So first term is 6 and common difference is 5. Now what you have to find? Sum of first 12 terms, that is what? S12 is equal to n by 2, you mean 12 by 2, 2a, 2 into a, 2 into 6 plus n minus 1, 12 minus 1, d is 5. This gives 6 into 12 plus 55. This gives 6 into 67, right? Okay. So 6 sevens are 6 6 are 36 plus 4. So you get 402. Yes. The sum of first 12 terms of an AP whose kth term is 5k plus 1 is 402. That is option second is the correct one. Option second is the correct one. Okay. Yes, let us move on to the question number 6th. If 1 plus 6 plus 11 plus 16 and so on till x is 148, then what is x? Here we have an AP 1 plus 6 plus 11 plus 16 and so on, x is equal to 148. Okay. Then what is x? X means what here? The last term of the series, right? Yes, of course, this is an AP series with the common difference 5. A is 1, and we have x means what? Here in this case the last term of this series. Then what must be x to get the sum 148? That's a question. Before that, so if you find number of terms, then you can easily find x. X is some element of this term. It may be 8th term or 9th term or 7th term, you don't know. So let me find number of elements in this series. So for that, using the summation, yes, what we have, Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, right? Okay, Sn is given 148. N is what we have to find? 2a, 2 into a is first term, that is 2, plus n minus 1 into d is 5. So now 148 2, so that is what? 296 is equal to n into 2 plus 5 1 minus 5. So here 296 is equal to. So we have 5n square, n into 5n minus 3, right? Okay, so 296 is equal to 5n square, right? So minus 3n, or you get 5n square minus 3n, so minus 296 is equal to 0. Okay, so now let me factors this. So you get 5 into 2 minus 296, you get what? Minus 1480, right? Minus 1480. So let me, this is equal to what actually? Minus 40 into 37. So minus 40 into 37 you get minus 3. So 5n square minus 40n plus 37n minus 296 is equal to 0. So if you take 5n outside, so 5n into n minus 8 plus 37 into n minus 8 is equal to 0. So you get what? N is equal to 8 or n is equal to minus 37 by 5. This is not possible because n is a natural number. Number of terms should be natural number. So n is equal to 8. In the sense, this x is 8th term. Okay, so x is equal to a8. You mean a plus 70. Okay, so a is 1 plus 7 into d is 5. So you get 36 is the required answer, that is option first. So x is 36, you mean 8th element of this sequence series is 36, nothing but x is equal to 36. Okay, let's move on to question number 7. Question number 7 is like this. If the first term of an AP is 2 and the sum of first 5 terms is equal to 1/4 of the sum of next 5 terms, the sum of the first 30 terms is equal to what? Yes. This given data is what? If the sum of first terms of an AP is 2. If the first term of an AP is 2, that is what? A is equal to 2. A is equal to 2. And the sum of first 5 terms is equal to 1/4 of the sum of next 5 terms. Okay. Sum of first 5 terms. Let me take T1 plus, instead of A1, A2, I am going to take T1. T1 plus T2 plus T3, T4 plus T5. This is what? Sum of first 5 terms is equal to 1/4 of the next 5 terms. That is what? T6 plus T7 and so on, T10. T6, T7, T8, T9, T10. This is given. So what do we have to find? We have to find sum of first 30 terms. Student, I said before, to find sum of n terms, you need to find first n, a as well as d. Here A is given, we have to find D as well as N now. A as well as D. So further this is the data given. Yes. Sum of first 5 terms, I am going to write S5 is equal to 1/4 of sum of next 5 terms. Nothing but this is what I am going to take S10 minus S5. Can I? S10 is what actually? Sum of first 10 terms. You mean T1 plus T2 plus T3 till T10. In that if you subtract T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, you get S10 minus S5. Hope you got this. S10 in the sense sum of first 10 terms, right? T1 to T10. In that I am going to subtract T1 to T5. You mean S5. You mean S10 minus S5 gives sum of next 5 terms. Let me simplify this. 4 into S5, that is equal to S10 minus S5, or this gives 5 times of S5 is equal to S10. So this is for what? Finding D or N. I mean D. Yes, 5 times of S5 means sum of first 5 terms, that is what? N by 2. 2A plus N minus A is even. 2 to the 4 plus N is what? 5. 5 minus 1, that is 4D. That is equal to, so N by 2. 2A plus N minus 1. 2A is what? 4 plus 90. So N minus 1, the 10 minus 1 is 90. So here 5 get cancelled. So what is remained? Yes, 5 4s are 20 plus 20D is equal to N into this 4N plus it is N by 2. So 2 into 4, that is 8 plus 19, 9 2s are. So 2 into this side I have done. So now 20D minus 18D. So you get 2D. 2D is equal to, so 20 minus 8, that is minus 12. That is what you get. D is equal to minus 6. Okay. So A we have, D we have. So N is also given, that is sum of first 30 terms. You mean now S30 is equal to N by 2. You mean 30 by 2. So 2A plus N minus into D. 2A is 2 2s are 4 plus N minus 1, 30 minus 1. So 29 into D, that is what? Minus 6. So 15 into 4 plus minus 29 into 6. So 174 you get 15 into minus 170. So you get 17 into 15, right? This is 15. So I think minus 2550, right? Minus 2550 is the required answer. So minus 2550, that is option 3 is the correct one. That is option 3 gives what? Sum of first 30 terms of the given series whose sum of first 5 terms is equal to 1/4 of the next 5 terms. So A is given 2. By using this data we have found D, that is what? Minus 6. Using that, this is the required sum. Okay, let us move on to the question number 8. How many terms are to be added to make the sum 52 in this series? You mean how many terms are required to get the sum 52 in this series? How many terms? Let me assume there may be, there will be n terms required. So there are n times required to get the sum 52. Yes, we have sum 52. A is minus 8. You mean first term is minus 8. D is equal to what? Minus 6 minus of minus 8. You get plus 8, that is equal to D is 2. And one more thing they have given is sum is given 52. So we have Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now sum is 52 for how many elements of the given series? That's a question. Let me find n by 2, 2a, 2 into minus 8 plus n minus 1 into 2. You get n by 2 minus 16 plus 2n minus 2. N by 2, 2n minus 14, sorry, 18, right? Or n into n minus 9. That's what 52. Okay. So then n becomes what? Right. So n is, you can simplify this, or you can write directly by inspection. That is what n is equal to. So, or you can simplify this, or you get n is equal to 13. So 13 into 13 minus 9, right? So 13 4 you will get 52. Or you can write directly n is 13, or you can simplify n square minus 9n is minus 52 is equal to 0. Okay, n square minus 9n minus 52 is equal to, so 52 is nothing but 13 4s are, so n square minus 13n plus 4n minus 52 is equal to 0. So we get n minus 13 into, so n plus 4, right? N into n minus 13 plus 4 into n minus 13, you get n plus 4 into n minus 13 is equal to 0. This gives n is equal to 13, but n cannot be minus 4. Okay. So I mean, how many terms are required to be to get the sum 52? Nothing but, so there will be 13 terms. When number of terms is equal to 13, then you get the sum 52 in this case. Okay. So option 2 is the correct one. Okay, let me move to 9th question. If Sn denotes the sum of n terms of an AP, then what is Sn plus 3? I mean, sum of n plus 3 terms minus 3 times of sum of n plus 2 terms plus 3 times of sum of n plus 1 terms minus sum of n terms. Here this is based on the result, that is what Sn minus Sn minus 1 is equal to nth term, that is what Tn or an, right? So let's use this concept to find the value of this. Yes, Sn plus 3, you mean sum of n plus 3 minus 2 times of n plus 2 plus 3 times of n plus 1 minus Sn is equal to what? A simple one. See, I am going to write this as it is. S sum of n plus 3 terms minus, if it is n minus 1 becomes what? N plus 2, no? Here we have n plus 2. So, minus Sn plus 2. I am going to group this. You mean, here we have minus 2 times of this, and I am going to write plus or minus again Sn plus 2. So, minus Sn plus 2 minus Sn plus 2, you get 2 times of Sn plus 2. Here I am going to write this as, before that, let me write Sn plus 3 minus 2 times of Sn plus 2, I am going to write Sn plus 2 minus Sn plus 2, and here 3 times of Sn plus 1 I am going to write as Sn plus 1 2, so this is 3 actually, right? This is 3, and here I am going to write 2 minus 1, that is minus 3. This is 2 times of Sn plus 1 plus 1 times of Sn plus 1 minus Sn. See, Sn plus 3 as it is, minus 3 can be written as minus 1 minus 2, plus 3 can be written as plus 2 plus 1. That's it. Now I am going to group this using this concept. So Sn plus 3 minus Sn plus 2 minus, in these two I am going to take 2 minus 2 outside, Sn plus 2 minus Sn plus 1, because minus and minus we get plus. Here Sn plus 1 minus Sn. Observe here all these three terms are of the type Sn minus 1. If it is n, it is less than that. N plus 3 less than 1, n plus 2. N plus 2 less than 1, n plus 1, and so on. So this gives nth term. Nth term is what? Sn. No? If we have Sn minus 1, so Sn, you mean Tn becomes the nth term. So here T n plus 3 minus here 2 times of n plus 2 plus n plus 1. Okay, or I can write this as n plus 3 minus n plus 2 minus 2 times of n plus 2 minus 1 plus 2. Again I am going to write plus or minus n plus 2 minus n plus 1. You mean Tn plus 3 as it is I written minus 1 minus 1 minus 2 to n minus 2 times of n plus 2 minus and minus plus Tn plus 1. This gives D common difference now, A2 minus A1, it is like A2 minus A1. So n plus 3, n plus 2. Hope you are getting this. This is the first term, this is the preceding term. So difference of this is common difference. Minus again here also. So this gives sum 0. The sum is 0. Hope you got this. Option first is the correct one. Okay, let's move on to the question number 10. If the sum of the series A minus A plus D plus A plus 2D, you mean first term is A, second term is minus of A plus D, third term is A plus 2D, and so on, up to 21 terms is equal to what? Okay, yes, here we have series like this: A minus A plus D plus A plus 2D minus A plus 3D, and so on. So like this, what is sum of first 21 terms of this series? Let me rewrite this as first term as I am going to write T1 minus T2 plus T3 minus T4, and so on. Observe here the even places terms, I mean yes, the terms in the odd places are positive and the terms in the even places are negative, right? Okay. Yes, they are asking to find 21 terms, right? Okay. Now, yes, this can be written as. So, as I said, even places can be occupied by, I mean even places are negative, odd places are positive, right? Okay. So as I said before, when you have a sequence, an AP sequence A1, A2 or T1, T2 and so on till Tn or An, it is true that A1 plus An is always is equal to A2 plus An minus 1 and is equal to A3 plus An minus 2 and so on. So here T21 will be the last term, right? Because we have to find the sum of 21 terms, no? Right? Right? We would have to find sum of yes, up to 21 terms, right? Okay, let me rewrite this as T1 plus T21. Okay, T1 plus T21. Now minus T2, the corresponding term of this, I mean sum of these two. See, 1 plus 21, here corresponding one will be what? T20, right? Okay, using that concept, plus T3 for that, so T19, right, and so on. Let me write last two terms, that is what, minus T9 plus T13, right, you get 22, right. So plus, so T10 plus T12. The only term is remained is what, last one is what, actually plus yes, T11 plus T11, T9 plus 13. So this is plus, this is minus, right, T9 plus T13, and yes, I mean like this we will have 10 groups, and the last term is remained is because we have 21 terms now. We have 21 terms. Among that, the group of two terms, that is what, this is first, second, third, fourth, you will get, in this way you will get 10 groups, and the last element is remained T12, T11. Okay, there is no term, there is no paid for T11 in this series. Now, as I said before, all these are equal. We have discussed before, all these are equal because all the terms give the same thing. That is what, a plus I think 20d. Sorry, if you simplify this, you get a plus 20d. Sorry, a plus 20d. That is what you get, 2a plus 20d. If you simplify, you will get all 2a plus 20d. 2a plus 20d. So all they get cancelled, because we will have 5 negative terms, 5 positive terms. So all they get cancelled. So you get remaining, the last term is T11. That is what remained. That's what, a plus 10d. Hope you got it, students. Hope you got it. Very simple by using this concept. Okay, we have 21 terms. Let me group like this using this relation. When we have A1, A2, A3 till AN as AP sequence, then A1 plus A1 is always equal to A2 plus AN minus 1 and so on. And using that, I have grouped like this, T1 plus T2, last term is T21 minus T2, because these two are negative, right? Because here odd places are positive, even places are negative, right? So I have, based on that, I have considered like this. So among the 21 terms, we have grouped 10 terms like this. We have 10 groups in this way, and the last one remained is T11 plus T11 because it's an odd place. So that is what remained, that is a plus 10d. So answer is third option. Okay, let me look at question number 11. If Sn denotes the sum of first n terms of an AP, and sum of first 2n terms is equal to triple of, thrice of sum of n terms, then what is the ratio of S3n is to, S3n and Sn. Okay, simple, students. So let me write S2n. Yes, we have the data. S2n is equal to 3 times of Sn. So let me simplify this, you get some idea to get the ratio. S3n is to Sn. S2n is what actually? Sum of 2n terms. So n by 2, you mean 2n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So 2n minus 1 into d. That is equal to 3 times of Sn is what? N by 2. So 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Should get cancelled. Okay, let me multiply with n. So you get, or n get cancelled here. N get cancelled. What is remained? So 2a, or let me multiply with 2 with this, 2 into this, that is 4a plus 4nd, you mean nd, n 2n into d into 2, 4nd minus d into 2, that is 2d, is equal to, you get 3 into this, 6a plus nd into 3, so 3nd minus 3d. Okay, so 4a, so minus 2a, 4a minus 6a, right? So 4nd minus 3nd, so plus nd, so plus d is equal to 0, or I can write this as nd or n minus 1 into d, or yes, n minus 1 into d is equal to 2a. Okay, sorry, n plus 1 into d, or n plus nd plus d is equal to 2a. Let me take it as equation 1. Okay, let's use this result to find the ratio. That is what? S3n is to Sn. S3n, you mean sum of first 3 terms to the sum of first n terms. What is sum of first 3 terms? 3n by 2, 2a plus 3n minus 1 into d divided by n by 2, so 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So n by 2 get cancelled. What is remained? 3 into, observe here, 2a, in place of 2a, I am going to write n plus 1 into d, right? So 2a, yes, in place of 2a, so in place of 2 I am going to write this, or nd plus d, nd plus d in place of 2a. This is what? 3nd minus d whole divided by, again here 2a, in place of 2a, nd plus d plus nd minus d. So you get 3 times of dd cancelled here, dd cancelled here. So nd 4nd, so nd plus 3nd, that is what? 4nd divided by 2nd. So 1s are 2s are, you get 3 2s are 6. This is the required, I mean 6 is to 1. The required ratio is 6 is to 1, but in the option we have 6, so we can take second option as the correct one. So simple one, very simple. This is for what? To get this relation, n plus 1 into d or nd plus d is equal to 2a. Let me substitute this in this required thing, you get the answer, that is it. Okay, let's move on to question number 12, I think. In an AP, 9th element is 1 by 7 and 7th element is 1 by 9. Then the sum of first 63 elements is, yes, 63 we have to find. 9th element is 1 by 7, 7th element is 1 by 9. Yes, 9th element, that is what? T9 or A9. T9 is 1 by 7 and T7 is 1 by 9. Okay. Then what is sum of first 63 elements? Okay. So let me find this. So T9 is what? A plus AD is equal to 1 by 7. This is A plus 6D is equal to 1 by 9. Let me subtract this from this. You get A plus 6D is equal to 1 by 9. So you get 2D is equal to 1 by 7 minus 1 by 9. So 9 minus 7, you get 2 by 63. That is what D is equal to 1 by 63. So to get, we have to find first D and A. So what is A? Substitute in any of these equations, or A is equal to 1 by 9 minus 6D. 6 into D is what? 1 by 63. So you get 7 minus 6, that is what? 1 by 6. Again, A is also 1 by 63. So let me find some of first 63 elements. You get S63 is equal to n by 2, you mean 63 by 2 into 2A plus 2 into A. A is what? 1 by 63. You get 2 by 63, 2A plus n minus 1 into D. N is what? 63. 63 minus 1 into D. You get 63 by 2 into 63 minus 1, that is what? 62. 2 by 63 plus 62 by 63. On taking LCM, 63 get cancelled. What is remained? 2 plus 62, 64 by 2. So 32 is the required answer. 32 is the sum of first 63 elements of the given AP. That is option first. Okay, let's move to the question number 13. A and D are respectively first and the common difference of an AP. Fifth element is 1 by 9 and ninth element is 1 by 5. Then what happens? Sorry. At A and D, question is like this. A and D are respectively first and the common difference of an AP. The fifth element is 1 by 9 and the ninth element is 1 by 5. Then what happens among the following? Okay, so question is somewhat it is not clear actually. Let me consider next to three options. What happens among the three options? That is what when A is equal to D. You mean whenever A and D are the first and the common difference, if the fifth element is 1 by 9 and the ninth element is 1 by 5, what among the following? Is it A equal to D, or A plus D is equal to 0, or A by D is equal to 1 by 2? So 1 by D is equal to something should have. Okay, let me check. Yes. What happens when fifth element is 1 by 9 and ninth element is 1 by 5? That's the question. What happens when fifth element is 1 by 9 and ninth element is 1 by 5? Fifth element is 1 by 9 and ninth element is 1 by 5. You mean A plus 4D is equal to 1 by 9. So A plus A to D is equal to 1 by 5. Let me subtract this from this. So A plus 4D is equal to 1 by 9. So you get 4D is equal to 1 by 5 minus 1 by 9. So 4D is equal to so you get 4 by 45. This is what 4D, and D is equal to 1 by 45, right? So let me find A. Let me substitute in this. So 4D is, or A is equal to 1 by 9 minus 4D, 4 into D. D is what? 1 by 45, right? So 1 by 9 minus 4 by 5, 4 by 45. So 5 minus 4, you get 1 by 45. So both A and D are equal. That's it. Even option 2 is the correct one. In this case, both the first term and the common difference become same, that is equal to 1 by 45. Okay, let us move on to question number 14th. The first and the last element of an AP are 7 and 55 respectively. First term is 7 and the last term is 55. The sum of 10th element from the beginning, and 10th element from the end is what? So, okay, here we have a relation, students. Pth term from the end. Pth means whatever, it may 5th or 7th or 8th, whatever. Pth term from the end of a sequence, of an AP sequence, pth term from the end of the AP sequence is always is equal to n minus p plus 1th term from the beginning. N minus p plus 1th term from the beginning. This is the result we have, standard result or shortcut. You mean, for example, 10th, let us take p is equal to 10. So 10th term, p is 10 here. N is what? Number of terms in the given sequence. Suppose number of terms is equal to 20 in this case. Assume n is equal to 20. N is equal to 20. Now 10th term from the end is equal to n minus 10 plus 1. You mean 20 minus 10 plus 1. You mean 20 minus 10 plus 1 is 21 minus, that is 11th term from the beginning. That's it. 10th term from the end is same as 11th term from the beginning. Both are same. Hope you got it. Okay. So now, using this result. So, I mean from this here p is 10. So 10th term from the end is equal to, so you get n minus 10 plus 1. You mean n minus 9 from the beginning. Okay. Let me find here what we have to find actually, sum of 10th term from the end and n minus 9th from the beginning. We have to add these two, right? So 10th term is what? A plus 9d. Okay. What about this? Let me find this. So let me find n minus 9th term. You mean a plus n minus 9 minus 1. This is n now. N minus 1 into d. Okay. This is n. N minus 1 is n now. A plus n minus 1 into d. So I'm going to rewrite this as, for my convenience, I'm going to write this as a plus n minus 1 into d minus 9d. N minus 1 into d. Okay. Hope you got this. A plus, I'm going to write this as n minus 1 minus 9 into d. So n minus 1 into d minus 9d. We can take it as equation 1. Now, what do we have to find? Sum of, the required sum is what actually? 10th term from the end is equal, from 10th term from the end and n minus 9th term from the beginning, that is what? This one, I mean, right, n minus 9. So, you get 10th term is a plus 9d and this is what? A plus n minus 1 into d minus 9d. Take it as equation 2. So 90 cancelled, right? So what is the mean? 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. Now let me find what is n minus 1 into d by using the last term. So last term we have 55, right? L is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, right? So n minus 1 into d is equal to 55 minus a What is A? First term is given, that is what I think 7, right? Yes, 7 is the first term. So n minus 1 into d is, so what do you get? 48, right? Sorry, 7, no? Yes, 48. 48 plus 7, 55, right? Let me substitute this. You get 2 into 7, A is 7 plus 48. So n minus 1 into d is 48, right? So you get 2 7 to 14 plus 48, you get I think 62. So 62 is the sum of what, 10th term from the yes, sum of 10th element from the beginning and 10th element from the end, that is equal to 62. So option 4. Yes, option 4 is the correct one. 62 is the correct one. Okay, let us move to next question. 15th one. 5 times the 5th element of an AP is equal to 9 times the 9th element AP. Then 14th term of an AP is what? Yes, the question is 5 times the 5th element. 5 times the 5th element is equal to 9th times of 9th element. 9 times of 9th element. Then what is the 14th element of the AP among the 4 options? Okay. Yes, given data is 5 times the 5th element is equal to 9 times the 9th element. Yes. 5 times of A plus 4D. Simple one. Just simplify this, you get the answer. 9 times of A plus 8D. 5A plus 20D. 9A plus 72D. You can write this as minus 4A minus 52D, or divided by minus 4 on both sides, you get A plus 13D is equal to 0. Nothing but, so 14th element, sorry, 14th element of the sequence is 0. A plus 13D is what actually? A plus 13D is nothing but 14th element. So 14th element of an AP is 0, that is what? First option. Okay students, this is about part 13th of the chapter sequence and series. Let us continue the remaining questions. Let us discuss the remaining questions in the next sessions. Okay, thank you.